Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Fairground Speedways podcast, Race Talk America. This will be our last podcast of our regular season. Just kind of wanted to do kind of a sign-off deal. We're gonna not go far though. We're gonna be checking in with you maybe once a month, letting you know about the banquet and most of the up-to-date information on rule packages and whatnot. At the end of this week, I have already reached out for some of the people that are going to be involved in some of the rule changes and division changes for 2018 season, our 61st season here at the legendary Fairground Speedways. We're going to do some changes on the quarter mile in at least one of the divisions, possibly two, and that will involve the Super Street division. We're going to combine the Super Street division and the Sportsman division together. The Super Street cars are just as fast as the Sportsman cars. I think we could use a few more Sportsman cars. We could use a few more Super Street cars. So we're going to sit down at the table about this time next week. We're going to start on that, and we're going to hash out what we're going to do to take two divisions and make one. Not going to be any major changes in the Pro Late Model rules, but I tell you, in our overall scheduling for 2018, just to give you a little clue of what I'm going to do, however many divisions we have, there's some talk that there may be 8, there may be 7. But forever how many divisions we have, each time we have an event, there will be a big race. Example, we'll open up with a big Pro Late Model race and possibly a Super Late Model race, as I talked about at the All-American 400. But what we're going to do is each time we have a race, each division, a separate division, will have a big race, and it will be possibly a double points race also. So the front runners will have a big, maybe a 40-lap race. That'll be a big race for them, double of what they normally run, and that will go on, so on and so forth for each division. It will double the laps, and it will be a double points race, and so forth and so on. So that's going to be one of the things that will change, that I can tell you already for 2018. Also, we're going to not just have 8 or 9 races next year. We're going to have a lot of different events. On the 16th of this month, I go to the procurement office to secure my contract for the next 5 years, and at that point in time, we will present a tentative schedule with all the things that we're going to do for 2018. And I can't tell you what they all are going to be right now, but I can give you some sneak previews. Some things like Christmas lights are coming in 2018, possibly some drive-in movies, some motorcycle racing, some monster truck racing, monster truck events, demolition derbies, enduro races are coming back. We've got to get with our insurance company over the next 2 weeks and see what the stipulations are, what we can do, what we can't do. But there's going to be a lot of changes made, and a lot of new things you're going to see when you come back for the 2018 season. It's going to be a lot different than what it was. So we're going to add a lot more people, a lot of new people to our staff. Some marketing people are coming on board, and there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of new things happening in the pits, a lot nicer bathroom facilities, a lot of painting, a lot of the walls will be completely new, and probably going to be a lot of new things done to the signage and whatnot too. So we'll be coming on our podcast every once in a while and bring you guys up to date and keeping you posted on the news and whatnot. Possibly some concerts are coming for 2018 too, but a lot of big things are coming. I want to remind everybody out there, if you have any questions or suggestions or anything, you can call in and I'll answer your questions, or or read your comments or whatever as the podcast goes on, you are more than welcome to do that. And Miss Carissa over here will write that down and just hand it to me, and I will come back and answer your questions or your comments the best I can while the podcast is going on. So I can go ahead and announce this for 2018. Most definitely, our good friend Scott Borchetta is coming back on board with us, as well as Mr. Bill Freeman. And I want to say that the truck division, there's going to be a lot bigger and better things that happen in it. That's another one of the divisions that we're going to be tweaking some of the rules, and some of the rules are going to be, which a lot of you guys, it's no big surprise to you folks, but you guys know in the Clayton and James Super Truck division, you will not be allowed to run a machine engine any longer. It will be a 604 crate engine only. I am going to make that come with all the updates, such as the harmonic balancer, the oil pan, with no penalty. We're even going to go to the updated camshaft, such as the same cam that the Big Machine Pro Late Model division runs. So the Chevrolets do have a new camshaft that will be eligible to run. I can go ahead and tell you about that. In the Clayton and James Super Truck division, pretty much waiting on Hoosier to give me the go on tire testing. We're probably going to be testing a few different compound tires over the winter. It may happen within the next couple of weeks. I'll be talking to Jeff Freeman within the next few days about that. But as for right now, we're really satisfied with the 50s. We like the 50s. We think they perform well. We didn't have any problems. No blistering, nothing coming apart and whatnot. So we're really satisfied with the compound. When it ain't broke, you don't fix it. So we've been really pleased with the compound and everything, with the performance of the with the 850 Hoosier tires. So we're looking forward to that. And then as far as I'm concerned, we're still going to do the takeoffs on the quarter mile cars this year, on the Sportsman, and or whatever we call that. Like I say, we're going to take the Super Street and the Sportsman and combined it. I've already reached out to some people. As I said a while ago, we're going to be coming to the table and starting to work on that. We're probably going to work 3, 4, as many as 5 days on that rule package for that quarter mile division. There'll be a few changes in the front runner division also. Nothing really major, just some things that are going to keep the cost down a little bit better for you guys. And a lot of you folks already know the news for the Legends cars. We know that on May the 1st and 2nd that there will be a big race for them. The Mark Colley Diabetes race will be coming back on board. They did that for several years. They cut it off in 2000, and Mark had reached out to me back as early as May and June and talked to me about doing that. And we first had to secure the contract, and a lot of you folks that were at the drivers meeting a couple weeks ago at the All-American 400 saw Mark speak and talk about how excited they are as to bringing the Mark Colley's Celebrity Diabetes race back to the legendary Fairground Speedways here. There'll be a lot of NASCAR names here competing in that, as well as a lot of country music, people coming. I think this is going to increase customer awareness. It's going to give us a lot of media focus. It's going to just shine the lights on this legendary facility, and that's what we're looking to see out of that. We may also talk to Mark a little bit about this. Can't make any promises, but what I would like to see would be possibly a 10 or a 15 lap. I guess you would call it just a. Well, let's see, what would you call it? It would be just a race for the pro late models, we could just do a small, maybe 10 or 15 lap expedition race, just to show the folks that come out and the media that are going to come out and cover the Mark Hawley celebrity race, what we do here on monthly basis and everything. So I'm going to try to get a group of pro late model guys together, and we'll put on a expedition race, and really show these people what we do, and well, they'll know. Let's see. Brandon Francis asked, will there be a Sunday race next year? Good question, and it's very possible that we do that. May even be a Tuesday night race again next year. And as I was just speaking of the Mark Hawley race, that will be a Monday and a Tuesday night event also. So good question. We always reserve the Sunday day for rain dates. In the event that it rains on Saturday night, we can always roll over to Sunday. Don't like to do that, but it is an option that we have as far as rain dates. And that'll be something else that'll be added to the 2018 schedule, being that we have secured a 5-year contract. We will also be announcing rain dates for the first time in 7 years, and that's a good thing, because I never really knew how people set their schedules out for the entire summer, but we've learned from experience when events get rained out, and this guy can't come and that guy can't come. They plan vacations, they plan trips, they plan to go here, plan to go there, doing things with their family and whatnot. Never really realized that until I became a promoter, and now we see. So I think putting rain dates with every one of our dates will help our schedule in the event that we do have an event rained out, such as we had 4 rainouts this past year. Earlier in the year, like I think May and June and even July, we had some rainout events, and we didn't have rain dates for them at the time because we just had to go with what the next available date was open. But now we're going to be coming in with original rain dates with the schedule. And the next question that Brandon Francis asked is, an idea is to bring back the Southern Super Series, and there will be a Southern Super Series race here or in the early spring as we open up, and we even talked about opening up with the super late model race. It won't be quite as big as the All-American 400, but it'll be something similar to what Bob Harmon used to do as far as the Mockingbird 300. He always did that in the early spring. I think the cabin fever from the race fans and the drivers and whatnot, and the location of the speedway and the size of the track, and of course everyone loves to run right here at the Legendary Fairgrounds Speedway. I think that it's a no-brainer. We definitely need to open the season up with a big race, possibly a 150 lap pro late model race, possibly a 150 lap super late model race combination. Call it the Southern 300, whatnot, and that kind of goes back into the history books. It's something that used to happen. It actually happened in the fall, but I think the spring is just a great time to run as the fall is. So we most definitely have our sights set on opening the season up with a bigger race, possibly a 150 lap pro late model race, 150 lap super late model race, and reflect on them as possibly the Southern 300. So good question. Appreciate you calling on that. Terry Randolph asked, what about super late model races? Well, I think I just answered your question, Terry. We had a great super late model race there at the All-American 400, and so if we add one in the spring and then come back with one in the fall, that'll give you 2 super late model races here at the Legendary Fairgrounds Speedway. So I hope I answered those questions the way you guys wanted me to, and whatnot. And once again, anybody that has a question or a comment or a thought, you're more than welcome to call in, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability as the podcast rolls on. So I want to take a few minutes to thank. You know, there's a couple of things that happened at the All American 400 that I thought were really cool. I want to take first of all. I wish I had a hat on so I could take my hat off for all you folks out there that engaged in this. But you know, there's so much controversy going on right now, and I don't know about y'all, but I've just about had enough of it, and I wish we could get on to something else. But you know, I call for a moment of silence, and I talked to the media earlier in the week about this before the All-American. I talked to Mike Organ at the Tennessean and told him what I had in mind. And I didn't do it to try to make the sport of football look bad or make the sport of anything look bad or make anyone look bad. I just wanted to do this to show our love and to show how just show how affectionate that we are as a family in the sport of stock car racing about our great nation. And I want to say thank you for everyone that engaged in that national anthem ordeal that we did at the All-American 400 on Sunday. I ask everyone not just to stand and put your hand on your heart, but I ask everyone to join hands and think about, while the national anthem is going down, just think about the people that left their families, the people that left their homes, their wives, their children, or their children left, or their wives left, or and they left everything, their dogs, their kinfolks, everything behind, and they went far, far away, completely on the other side of this earth, thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away, and they fought for this great nation. They left everything behind, and they went, and a lot of these people never came back. A lot of them died for this great nation, this country, and died for me, and died for you, died for our freedom. You know, I don't think there's anything that I can't express that, you know, what it's like to lose a loved one that goes and fights for our freedom, that allowed us to do something like the All-American 400, allowed us to sit here in these grandstands and watch the great talent of the younger generation against the young guns versus the older guys, and you know, just the great drivers, all the great talent that's come through this speedway. You know, it allowed all of us to come together and you know, put on a great event like this. And you know, what did it cost us to hold hands and just think about them, you know, and you know, I just don't get it why people won't stand and won't put their hand over their heart, and so we wanted to join hands and pay our respect for our great nation, but our great service people that have gone and devoted their time, and like I said, some of these people never even came back. Some of them came back with limbs missing. Some of them come back paralyzed. Some of them come back where they can't think right. Some of them come back blind. Some of them come back where they're handicapped for the rest of their life. And I don't think that we think about that often enough. I don't think that we show the respect, and I don't think that I think that that's something that's overlooked. I don't think that there's enough that we can do to thank the people and the families, the service people that do that for us. So I want to thank each and every one of you folks that allowed me to do that, that came here and engaged in our national anthem ceremony. I thought that was really cool. As I looked around and I looked up in the top of the grandstands, I saw people holding hands to my left. I saw people holding hands to my right. I saw teams and crews holding hands. I thought that was really cool, and it was all for our love of our great nation and our love for our service people and families that have gone and made it eligible for us to do what we did a few Sundays ago right here at this great facility. We thank you from the bottom of my heart for each and every one of you doing that. So it meant a lot to me to see you guys do that. So what do you got, Chris? You got something else here? Okay. John Griffin says, excuse me, I get to talking and you guys can't talk through that thing and tell me to shut up. But
there were a lot of people saying thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that. But John Griffin says, bring back the Minimizer semi-series. Cody Buford says, is there any chance that the Sportsman division could return to the big track? Cody, you're all about the big track, and I am too. And I know that you were one of the guys that kind of went into retirement when the Sportsman cars came from the big track to the quarter-mile track, and I hear you. I get it. You know, we've been really struggling with the Sportsman division for the last 3, 4, 5, even 6 years. You know, to try to find ways to get the car count up. I think we're on the way to making it better. I think by doing the takeoff tires and selling tires for $100 a set was a really good step, a gigantic step toward getting this series and this sanctioning body, this division, back on track. There are some, don't take me to the bank on this, don't hold my feet to the fire yet, but there's a good chance that we're going to run as many as 2 Sportsman races on the 5/8 mile track this year. We're also going to go. I'll give you guys another little sneak preview, because I know a lot of you guys out there go to auctions and whatnot. You get a chance, go ahead and start getting some 10-inch offset wheels, because I'm going to let you guys go from 8-inch wheels to 10-inch wheels. We're running 8-inch wheels with 10-inch tires. It bows the tires a little bit, but the biggest problem with that is getting them to mount up and blow out on the wheels. So we're definitely going to go to 10-inch wheels next year. So you guys start looking, pick you up your wheels, your used wheels and everything at swap meets and whatnot. That's another thing. I'll have you a set of rules within the next 3 weeks. I promise you. They're going to be rock solid. So Cody, there's a good chance that we're going to run as many as 2 Sportsman races on the 5/8 mile track. I wish you come on back out here and get on a quarter-mile track with some of these guys. There's some really good racing, and now that you got these good 10-inch tires where you got a lot of grip, you're not slipping and sliding. You can race side by side. We're also going to go completely all the way around the track. I promise you guys, I got 2 55-gallon drums of VHT on the way, and we're going to coat the entire outside groove of this quarter-mile track. Next year, we're going to do it right before each race, where that second groove will come in. You guys will be able to race inside, outside. So I wish you'd come on back and try that. We love to have the Buford clan back out here racing again. Miss you and appreciate you watching our show and calling in. Scotty Famosa says, is the 80 ready for the Snowball Derby? The answer is yes, it is ready. I just ordered a new rack for it today. Actually, we have a new rack, but I ordered it especially for me, and it's a little bit too slow. And Michael says that it may be a little bit too slow of a steering ratio for him. So I went on and ordered another rack. Hopefully, we're going to take both cars to the Derby. We're going to make a stab at getting the new car ready to go to Pensacola in December also. So, Scotty, appreciate you calling in and watching our show. Also, saw your new paint scheme on your online race car. Pretty cool. It brings back a lot of old memories. It's I really enjoy seeing the blue and white number 80 going back around the track, and I know you guys do too. So it's there, and we'll be going to Pensacola to do some practicing a week or two before the Derby, and hopefully I think we're going to be really competitive, a lot more competitive than what a lot of people think we are. So Michael's ready to go, and I'm ready to go. We're going up to Robbie White's in a couple weeks to put our new motor together and do some dynoing, and should have a whole lot more power than what we had when we ran here a couple weeks ago. So thanks for calling in. Terry Randolph says, will there be a fireworks show on the 4th like the old days? A good question right there. Good possibility that there'll be a fireworks show. We don't normally run on the 4th of July, but we run close to it, and there needs to be a fireworks show here. I know that the insurance company that I used for the first 5 years of my administration would not allow fireworks, and it just kind of got out of the system. But you're right, there needs to be a fireworks show here at the fairgrounds, and if we can get a fire marshal permit, whatnot, and to do that, yes, we will have a fireworks show as close to the 4th of July as we can. So thanks for you folks for calling in with your comments and questions. I appreciate that. I want to get over here and start thanking some of these people that have made it possible for us to do what we do here at this great facility. I want to. I got a whole list of people right here. I want to thank, and the first two people that I want to thank are the two main people that are my marketing partners. And I guess you guys already know, Scott Borchetta and Bill Freeman. You two guys are awesome. I don't know what I would do without you. But there's a lot more to marketing partners than just those two people. Yeah, those two guys swing a big bat here, and they help me tremendously. But we've also got all of the other people, you know, that like Miss Kelly's. Alex, Miss Kelly's Karaoke, they're great. They have been there for the past few years with us, and have came on board and been really great. Walker Trailer Sales have been here with us from the get-go. I want to especially thank the great people out at Walker Trailer Sales. If any of you folks need a trailer on the off season or during the season, anytime, go out to Laverne and check out my good friends out at Walker Trailer Sales. They got some of the best deals on trailers. Anything from tag-along trailer to enclosed trailer. And you tell them that I sent you out there, I'll guarantee you they'll give you a good deal. Beasley's Lawn and Gardens, Southern and Marlin, out at Beasley's Lawn and Garden right there in Spring Hill for all your landscaping needs. They got everything you need, from dirt to gravel to just whatever you're doing. Go where the racers are. Go where the racers go. Beasley's Lawn and Garden, owned by the Marlin family. Got some great stuff out there, I know for a fact. Hunts Brothers Pizza, for all the great support, not only just to the Fairgrounds Speedways, but to the sport of stock car racing. Old Father Ryan family owns that, and really good friends of the Fairgrounds Speedways. Thank you, Hunts Brothers Pizza, for everything you do. Bob Farrer Builders. Bob, I hope you're getting better. Bob had a really bad fall back in the spring, building a new house, and fell through 2 floors, hit his head, had broke a couple of ribs, broke his arm in a couple of places, had a laceration of his head, and you know, he's an old guy like me. We're the same age, and it taken Bob a long time to overcome this. So hope you're getting better, Bob, and I hope to see you back here with us in 2018. My good friends at Westside Rentals and Sales, thanks for everything you guys do. You've been on board with us for about 4 years now, and they got anything you need, from cranes to lifts to whatever your construction needs are. Go see my friends at Westside Rentals and Sales. if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. Really good people out there. Chris Dawson out at the Batter's Box, one of the friendliest places in Nashville. You know, if you just want to stop after work for a good cold beverage, a good cold beer, or you want to pull in there for lunch and have a good pizza. They got meat and three, great pork chops, great vegetables. Any time of the week, go over to the Batter's Box and just kind of kick it out of gear and lay back with my good friends over there. Chris Dawson, great place right there on Hermitage Avenue, right at the foot of downtown Nashville. Thanks for everything you guys have done for the Fairground Speedway. Has been on board with us ever since day one, and we really appreciate you. Donnie Mingus out at Team Construction. Donnie's been with us since day one too. Thank you, Donnie, for all your good support. And Mason Mingus, we saw his performance out here at the 33rd Annual All-American 400. I think Mason finished up 5th, had a great run, and we appreciate all the support and help that you guys have given us here at the Fairground Speedways. Willie and Christian Allen at War Shocks War Inc. Great graphics people. They do all our guitars and just anything you need as far as that line goes. Racing shocks or graphics or whatever. Our great friends out at War Shocks and War Inc. are always there to serve us, as well as Dustin Hamlet at Hamlet Signs and Graphics. He's the official sign and graphic person for the Fairground Speedway. And Dustin does all of the decals and whatnot that you see on all my trucks and everything. And he's also your front runner champion for 2017. I want to especially thank Dustin. He's supposed to have been on the show tonight, but I think that he's just so busy like I am all the time. He can't get away from his work. But another graphics person, from T-shirts to whatever you need. You see Dustin Hamlet. You can look us up. Look any of these people up on our website, and most of them have a direct link. You go to our website, and you can click right on their website, and it'll take you right to them. Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation. They have been on board with us since day one also. Thank you so much. Tennessee Highway Safety Office, same thing. We always try to remind everyone to buckle those seatbelts. Tennessee Highway Safety Office has been on board with us since day one. We appreciate them. Great folks right over here at Coca-Cola Bottling, Coca-Cola Company. Wouldn't drink anything but Coca-Cola. The official soft drink of the Fairground Speedways and the entire Fairgrounds, Coca-Cola. Grab you a nice cold Coca-Cola. Whenever you're here at the Fairground Speedways, you can visit our concession stands, and you can come upstairs anytime you want to and grab one out of our cooler. We've always got them here for you guys. Gary Harms, Carl Black Chevrolet, provides all of our pace cars and our safety vehicles. The great folks at Carl Black Chevrolet, I don't know what I would do without them. I bought my new truck over there. Claire bought her new Equinox over there. Ronnie Hale bought his truck over there. Tyler Cordell bought his truck over there. I could just go on and on and on and on and on and tell you the folks that come here that go to the great people over at Carl Black and buy the vehicles. These people are really serious about selling vehicles. You go over there, they don't kid around. If you really want to buy a new car, you really want to buy a used truck or new truck or whatever kind of vehicle you're looking for, you go see my friends at Carl Black Chevrolet. If they don't give you the best deal in town, come back and let me know, and I'll make a phone call for you. But I don't think you're going to have to come back and tell me, because like I say, these people are really serious about what they're doing, what they do and what they're doing. They are the people that you need to go see. My great friends over at Carl Black Chevrolet, they provide the pace cars and all of our safety trucks here at the Fairground Speedways. They've been on board with me since 2010, and we appreciate everything they do. Roger Kidd, Pest Doctor, the proud sponsor of the Front Runner division. thanks, Roger, for all your support that you've given us for so many years, and I know all the front runner guys appreciate you, and we do too. But not just for your sponsorship on the front runner division, but for spraying the place and keeping us rid of bugs and spiders. If you got bugs or you got spiders or termites or whatever you got, and you want to get rid of them, call Roger Kidd, the pest doctor. I guarantee you won't see no bugs and no termites anymore. Once this guy gets a hold of them, they're gone. You can take that to the bank. Let's see what else we got. Carissa, we got something else here. James Mann asks, any chance you might talk to Dale Jr. to show up for the race or just an appearance? Well, just for your information, I do know. Now I don't have it on paper yet, but we will have it. Dale Jr. is one of the number one prime people for the Mark Hawley Celebrity event, and being that he's not going to be running Cup anymore, I think that there's a really good chance. So that we are most definitely researching that. Nothing more I'd love to see than Dale Jr. come here, get in a pro late model and race with us. And I think it from the bottom of my heart that I know for a fact that this is one of his favorite tracks, if not the most favorite track. I know he cut his teeth there. His dad sent him here. Kelly came here, and as a matter of fact, all of Dale's kids came here. Kerry, Kelly, and Dale Jr. And so we will explore the possibilities of him coming here and racing. If he wants to come here and race, we'll put him a car together and bring him here to race. Believe me, I'd love to see that happen. I know you guys would too. USA Motor Machine, proud sponsor of the Pro Mod division. Buddy, I can't say enough for you, man. You're great. You've done a great job putting extra money in these guys' envelopes every time we have a race, right down to paying for their registration. Helped us out a ton. I know that you have a special passion for this facility just like I do, and I appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you so much for being a part of what we do. The great people over at Electronic Express for furnishing the TVs that we give away. Any needs that you have for electronics, TVs, computers, or whatever, go see my good friends at Electronic Express. They are the official electronics company of the Fairground Speedways, and they'll give you a good deal, I promise you. You would not believe the neat stuff that they got over there. They got it all. So go see my friends at Electronic Express for any of your needs. Advance Auto Parts, proud sponsor of the Super Street division. Thank you, Advance Auto Parts, for helping us pass out the flyers and all your donations and everything you've done for the Fairground Speedways. You guys have been great. Crosley brand. Bo, you've came through for us again, and we appreciate everything you do. All the winners at the All-American 400 got jukeboxes, and the champions will be picking up all of that stuff at the award banquets. Appreciate what you do. Crosley Brands, they got the great stuff. You can find this stuff at Walmart. You can find it at Sam's. You can find it at all kind of places. Crosley Brand, they have the recorders. They brought back the old record players and whatnot. They got a lot of neat stuff. Thank you so much, Bo, for what you've done in helping us here at the Fairground Speedway. Clayton and Jane Tennessee Whiskey, Super Truck sponsor, Scott Borchetta. Thank you, Mr. Borchetta, for your support and helping us get this Super Truck division launched for the first year. And I guarantee you guys, it's going to get a whole lot better for 2018 than it was in 2017. I guarantee you. I've had about 7 people call me about trying to buy my trucks for 2018. There's going to be a lot more trucks out there. I promise you guys that. You can write it in the book. Talked to Andy Johnson last night. He bought his truck back from Billy Cisco. So AJ's going to be back in the field with us. That's great news, and we look forward to racing with him racing with us again in 2018. Can't wait. BH Homes Construction Company for sponsoring our Legend Division. Dale Holmes, thank you so much for your contributions and everything you did for the Speedway in 2017. Made a huge difference in the Legends Cars division, and we appreciate everything you've done. Kevin Cordell, for doing all our print work and everything. Man, you're super. You're great. The programs, the flyers, and everything. Thank you so much for your support. Couldn't do it without you. Kevin Cordell's been on board with me here at the Fairground Speedway since day one, and I hope he's on board with me for the rest of the days that I'm here. Thank you so much, Kevin, for your everything that you do for us. We honestly couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. Superior Powder Coating. Man, I can't say enough for this guy. He does my chassis. If any of you guys, and most of you guys know Brant, the guy that owns Superior Powder Coating. He's moved over here to Bobby Boland's building, right over here off of Fessler's Lane. Go see him for any of your powder coating needs. He does the sharpest race car chassis you've ever seen in your life, right down to patio furniture, to anything that you need powder coating. Go see Brent at Superior Powder Coating. He's the man to see. Wayne Day, 31W Installation. Thank you, Wayne, for everything you've done to your contributions to help the Speedway, your billboards, and you've been great. Been a pleasure having you on board with us for 2017. Hope to see you back in 2018. Appreciate everything you do for the Speedway, including you bringing your race cars here and running with us every time we have an event. I want to thank Randy and Tammy Dice from D&D Events for all the support that they've given us over the past 7 years here. They've been great. Good food, great support. Middle Tennessee Racing News. Gracie and Terrell Davis. Don't know what we do without you guys, but thanks for keeping everyone in the loop, keeping everyone with your paper, keeping everyone right down to your videos that you do, your statistics, letting everybody know about the upcoming events and whatnot. We value your friendship and your partnership here at the Fairground Speedways. You guys are absolutely fantastic. So thanks a bunch. 5-Star Racing Bodies, thank you for your contributions at the All-American 400 as well as the 2016 and 17 season. Hoosier Racing Tires, Jeff Freeman, thank you for your great contributions and your great product. Sunoco Racing Fuel, official fuel for the Fairground Speedways. Thank you for your sponsorship and your product. Thank you for all the support you've given us in the 2017 season. They'll be back in 2018. Mainstay Inn Suites in Brentwood, official hotel and sponsor of the Fairground Speedways. Great place to stay. The Mainstay Inn right there in Brentwood. For you folks that have never stayed out there, you might, you know, if you ever out of town and coming in for one of our events, check them out. They got special rates for racers, and they're really thankful that we fill their motel up every time we have an event. So you guys are great. Thanks for the great rates for our racing family, and thanks for everything you do. 105.9 The Rock, thank you for coming on board with us and having a billboard out here, trading out the advertisement, as well as WSIX, the same thing. 94.5 The Hippie, great people out there, showed us a lot of support and got our name out there a bunch, helped us a ton. Thanks to all the people out at the Hippie Nation. You guys have been great to us. Truckers Lighthouse has sponsored all the lights on our pace cars and safety vehicles. Racing Electronics provide all the radios here at the Speedway. Thank you, folks, for staying on board with us, as well as Cool Springs Fire and Safety Equipment. All your fire extinguishers that you see on the walls and on the safety trucks and everything are all sponsored by Cool Spring Fire and Safety Equipment. Right down to KMH Systems in Laverne. They sponsor the tow motor out here. The tow motor that Ronnie Hale uses to move the walls and everything is sponsored by KMH. And for any tow motor needs or hydraulic devices or whatnot, go see my friends at KMH, and I guarantee you they'll give you a deal. Smith Brothers Car Wash on Murfreesboro Road, thank you for giving away car washes and keeping our vehicles clean. Thank you for being a marketing partner of ours. Fun Jump Rentals, providing the kids with the bouncy houses for every event for the past couple of years. Thank you so much for being on board and being a marketing partner with us, as well as bringing your vehicles out here and racing with us. That's James Shaw, the owner of Fun Jump Rentals, provides all the bouncy houses for the kids. Thanks a lot, Mr. Shaw, for your support. Blinker Light, the Porta-Johns are taken care of from Blinker Light. You know, we don't have enough bathroom facility here to accommodate the people that we have in the pit. So I want to thank the great people out at Blinker Light for, you know, furnishing us our portable bathrooms and everything, and keeping them nice and clean for everyone. You know, I just keep wanting to thank all of my staff. I can't thank them enough, as well as Mr. Bill Freeman and Mr. Scott Borchetta. I can't thank you folks enough for what you've done, but I want to start with the lady that works in the front office on race week, Miss Pat Smith. Thank you, Pat, for everything you do. My entire staff, Mr. Ronnie Hale, Mr. Gary Davis, Mr. Johnny Krause, Mr. Johnny Lawrence, Mr. Vincent Madden, Mr. Nicky Formosa, Joe and Becky Williams, Claire Formosa, and Melissa Adams, Jason Arrington, Jody McKenzie, Malcolm West, Preacher Joe Nims, Charlie and Eddie Donnelly, Tony Watson, Bill Faulkner, Sammy Allen, and all the great security guys we have. Christian Kidd does all the billing, Tim Smith, Tommy Cole, Roy Dean, Kerry Stribling, Mike Copeland at Express Towing. Now there's a guy right there that we owe the world to. Not only has Mike done the towing since day one, but they came out all year long and cooked all kind of good food for us in the infield. And I mean ribs and sausage, and took care of all the employees and ambulance people. And ambulance people, Robert Thurman, I want to thank you, Robert, for being with us for so long, so many years. Robert, you've been with us since day one. And I want to thank you for coming here and being a part of our organization and providing great ambulance service. But Mike Copeland at Express Towing, don't stress, call Express. And Mike, James, and Irby, and all the guys out there, right down to Miss Ann, that helped cook all that good food in the infield this summer. Appreciate all what you guys have done for us here at the Fairgrounds Speedway. First, I gotta thank you for your fine work that you've done this year, and all of your efforts to make this podcast possible, right down to the interviews after all of our events and everything. It's been a pleasure, you know, having you on board here with us this year, and hopefully we're going to see you back next year. Maybe full time, if I can ever get you buckled down long enough and get a commitment from you. But those are some of the things that we got to that we're going to talk about in the next few weeks. We got a lot to do here, right down to the rules packages. But that's about it. I won't take up any more of you folks' time. I appreciate everyone, each and every one of you, from the drivers to the crew members, to the, you know, all of our great fans and marketing partners, right down to our ticket takers, our ticket sellers. There's so many of them and so many different ones that I don't have enough time tonight to call all their names out. But right down to Jamie Tutors on the VIP gate. You guys know I'm talking about you. My daughter Lorena, and all you folks that have worked the ticket gates, and and ticket takers. I tell you what, guys, stand out there for 6 or 8 hours and take tickets and sell tickets. And oh, Dana and Susie did a great job in the pit stand this year. You know, and there's some people that come in at about 7:30. They open the ticket gate up at 8 o'clock, and guess what? At 8 o'clock at night, you know where they're at? They're still in that ticket booth selling tickets and everything. So little bitty teeny tiny ticket booth down there, and work their butts off getting you people in here and whatnot. So I can't thank them enough for helping us out, and hopefully they'll be back in 2018 as well as everyone on my staff. I want to. It's been a pleasure being the promoter here for the past 7 years, and I really look forward to being the promoter here for the next 5 years. And I really look forward to making this great facility a lot better. We're going to have a lot more improvements, a lot more events, and I'm going to do everything I can to make it a better place to race. Just remember, you guys, I'm a racer too. I was born a racer, bred a racer. I'm going to die a racer. So I hope that all of you guys appreciate me as much as I appreciate you, because I sure appreciate all you folks out there. So I'm going to get out of here now, and we'll be back probably about this time next month after we get the rules a little bit sorted out and whatnot. And I'm going to try to get all the stuff put together where you guys can make the changes that you need to. Hopefully they're not going to be very expensive changes, just a little tweaking here and a little tweaking there. And like I said, we will keep you up to date on rule changes and whatnot. And then I guess I'll see all you folks at the meet and greet, and as well as the awards banquet in January. So for the Fairground Speedway's 60th season, it's in the books now. I'm Tony Formosa, and until we meet again, buckle up those seat belts. God bless all of you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.